So guys, I feel like I've talked to you at every covers party for about the last 3 years about Dracula.
It's episode 3, hadn't we?
That's right, we had.
So how does it feel to finally have put it out there and for it to have been such a big success?
We just finished episode 3.
Well, it's great. I mean, obviously your mind goes on to your next project, but no, it's good that it's done. Yeah.
It was a very different thing because we used to joke about, Sherlock was just effectively on for 3 weeks, and then sometimes when it was on New Year's Day, it was like 2.5 weeks, and then Dracula was on in 3 days.
Yeah,
and in 10 years' time, something will be on for 3 minutes so much. But it was a very intense period, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Mark and I spoke earlier, and he said that you guys have some tentative plans to work together again. Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah. Yes, we are.
You don't hate each other yet?
What?
You don't hate each other yet?
Oh, no, not at all. No.
This time next year.
Maybe then.
We just finished episode 3.
Obviously, Dracula ended pretty, as I said to you earlier, sorry, I'm going to have to repeat a lot of questions, pretty definitively. But is there a chance, he could come back again? He does rise from the dead quite a lot.
Well, I mean, it's a show about resurrection. I mean, that's literally what the main superpower of the main character is. Dracula started the show dead and then died again in episode 2 and then came back and then died again. Sister Agatha died and came back. I mean, everyone's been dying in that show. We could bring back Jonathan Harker if we wanted, though he'd be kind of limp, but So, we'll see.
Were you both really happy to keep so many of the twists under wraps, like about Agatha and about the modern day stuff?
It's tough these days to keep twists under wraps, but slightly easier in Dracula because people weren't following us around. On Doctor Who and on Sherlock, people just follow you around.
We really got away with it. They filming in modern clothes, but no one was looking. So
that was quite nice. Yeah.
Stephen, obviously you've got a couple of projects lined up, Inside Man and The Time Traveller's Wife. How are those progressing?
How are those going? Well, I hope. I've written half of...
Just finished episode 3.
I've written two of the 4 Inside Mans, and I'm well into Time Traveller's Wife. So yeah, it's all going well, I think.
Will Doctor Who fans see any parallels between Doctor Who and Time Traveller's Wife, do you think?
Time
travel is kind of it. It's actually very, very different. And although I happily riffed on the Time Traveller's Wife a couple of times in Doctor Who with Girl in the Fireplace and River Song, actually time travel is a problem to the characters in Time Traveller's Wife. They don't want to be in that film. They want to be in When Harry Met Sally. It's a love story about ordinary people trying to live decent lives, complicated by the really annoying intrusion of time travel. It's a very, very different kind of show. They wish they weren't in sci-fi. That's the difference. Doctor Who loves being in sci-fi.
You mentioned earlier that there was almost a Dracula episode in the 1970s. I mean, were there any other cool ideas that you didn't get to put in the series?
Oh, loads, yeah.
I mean, that was very early days.
Was the first,
we knew, because of the way Dracula is constructed as a story, that each one would have to be different. You can't just have Castle Dracula again and the terrified peasants again. You have to keep moving it on. So we kept trying to think of different things that had worked in the past. And of course there was the 70s update of Dracula in the Hammer movies, which was great fun. So that was just one of them. But there was quite a lot of stuff. Yeah, there was quite a lot of stuff, especially in terms of how he impacts on the modern day. There was quite a lot. Yeah.
I guess I'll let you guys get back to the party, but I have to ask the obligatory, what's going on with Sherlock? Will there be more Sherlock?
What's going on with Sherlock? Well, he's a detective. He's in Baker Street. Solves crimes.
John's a GP. Bringing up his child.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a great night. Cheers.